Hi everyone, this is Ivan here. Usually I like to go into a segment or talk about the wonderful world of startups and entrepreneurialism and have resilience, have faith, do this, do that. But I'm not going to go about that today. I don't really know what to say. I think it's just been such a challenging period these last couple months, and I think authenticity and just being important is what I want to convey a bit more. I'm saying this at 11:20. Imagine, but um yeah, these last couple months I would say have been a bit tough, and I'm saying it in the position of even running a startup or a business. I feel like when you're a founder of a business, that's your baby, that's your project. That's a reflection of you. And like anything, you when you go through experiences, you learn, and you know so much about yourself, your character, your resilience, your strength, and how far you can go, what limits you can push yourself to, when you're building a project like that. It just teaches you so much about yourself. And for me, kind of going through this experience has been, especially last few months, I've been feeling really drained, really tired, really unmotivated, and that's not like me at all. And I don't know what it is. I feel like maybe in your head, especially when you're trying to do something yourself or trying to push something, immediately you want to, want everyone to love it, and that's your own kind of maybe narcissistic, our human narcissistic means, right? Where we create something, we love it, so therefore everyone else should. But it really doesn't work like that. And a lot of building stuff or doing something is also kind of humbling yourself and knowing that you're going to put something out there. Be ready for criticism, be ready for people not liking it, be ready for people who you think will support you won't, be ready for constantly chasing people, be ready for constantly having to say the same thing over and over again, be constantly ready with being frustrated with those you work with, because again, as much as you build something and want to push a project, it's yours. No one's gonna have that same drive or ambition or want as you. And I think that's such a balancing act, especially when you're like a super obsessive person who wants to work. So yeah, for me it's been a bit challenging, and normally I'm always trying to overcome, but these last few days I've really allowed myself to process and think and feel things. And that's important, especially if you're, entrepreneur, or you want to do something, or you have your ambitions. It doesn't really matter if you're an entrepreneur or not, it's just anything you want to do. It's important you feel through the process. I spent most of my life just, especially someone with anxiety, you just want to fix and do everything. I spent most of my life just trying to overcome everything and just do. And feelings can come later. But eventually, them feelings will gully creep on you. And what I mean by that is they will find you. So it's better you allow feelings and thoughts and pains to just seep through your system, let it go through you. Understand what it is you're going through, understand how you're feeling, and don't ignore that crick in your throat, that kind of sore spot at the back of your head, or that raging sound that's telling you, hey, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. It's kind of like, when someone's banging you towards a table and like they're pushing you closer and closer, and you're like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. That's kind of what it is, right? Don't ignore that sound or that feeling or that irk, that doubt, because it's only going to grow. It's only going to scream at you, and before you know it, your heart will start beating. Hands are sweaty, palms are just going off. I'm not trying to do the Eminem 8 Mile song, but lose yourself in the music, nothing like that. But it's important to not ignore your feelings. They're important, and don't put yourself on the back burner. Be open and real with how you feel about things, especially as you get older. It's getting harder to just skip by things, especially when, as you get older, I feel like, your mentality starts to kick in a bit anyway. It doesn't really matter what age, well, it does, but as you get older, you become more aware of it. And, you want to do things with more purpose and you want to grind with a purpose. And when you do that and you have that way of thinking, I think you become a bit more sensitive, you become a bit more vulnerable, because you start to feel things a whole lot more, and it's like, you don't waste any time doing anything that's just not of use to anybody, or it's not bringing you joy, right? So that's why it's like, it's important to convey those your feelings, but also just understand where it's coming from. I know I'm probably just rambling on, but this is really quite helping me get my feelings out to the forefront. And again, someone like me who's just been non-stop work and throw my feelings and everything later, sorry, acknowledge my feelings and everything else later, yeah, this has properly come back to bite me. And so I'm just kind of learning to cope and deal with it as well, and I'm really hoping that this can resonate, this can make sense or touch somebody else as well. Yeah, especially when it comes to building a project or a startup, or whether you're whatever it is you want to do, a new job. Just know that you're okay. Know that you're okay in the fact that you're not going to necessarily get all right. You're going to feel upset. You're going to feel down, but feel that, accept that. Take that. That's part and parcel. I do believe, even through all these kind of feelings that you get, the things you want to give up and quit, this is all going to form part of your character. This is all going to build your resilience. This is all going to put you to the place you need to be at, no matter how hard it may be or how, slightly envious you may get of others around you doing well. And you're thinking, when is it my turn? But you have to understand, your lane, your time will come. That's your lane, your path, your journey. It's not the same as anybody else's. If you try to force that, it's only going to embody for yourself, and you're not going to come across as authentic. You're going to try and live a life or do something that's just not meant for you. And if it's not meant for you, it's not. So there's that element of accepting that, but being in the now as well. Stop trying to control everything you can't control, and just wake up every day with that purpose to do now, live for now, because it can get taken away from you right now. So I think that's all I really want to share right now. And I'm rambling on and haven't really conjoined anything together, but I just kind of wanted to get my feelings out and just know that, if anybody else is feeling like that, it's okay. If you're worried about things that you can't control, that is okay, but you have to learn to let that go, because that's not going to go nowhere. And if you are running projects, initiatives, or startups and it's just not going nowhere, but in your heart it is, you've got to find a solution. But then also give yourself grace. It's going to come. If you believe in it enough, I really believe if you're persistent enough, you keep pushing it, it will come. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a bit of like a lot of grind and luck and opportunity. Do you know what I mean? Preparation is, luck is a combination of opportunity and preparation, and being able to be prepared enough to capture the opportunity when it comes about, which therefore brings luck and so on and so forth. But just know that the journey is going to be there still, no matter how you feel. So you can be walking on your path, you get sidetracked, you get diverted, you get moved left or right. You're not staying on the path, but that path is still straight. So this is the path, this is the straight line, this is you going through it all, but that path is still straight. And I think it's always a challenge or a battle of staying on a straight path, staying on that straight zip line and getting to that goal, because working out how you're going to overcome all the obstacles and hurdles. I think that's where the beauty is. That's where the magic is. That's where the challenge is. That's the necessary evil to get to the end point. And I think I'm starting to slowly understand that. Anyways, I've rambled on a bit. I'm really hoping that this resonates with somebody, or anybody here. Even if this helps one person, I'm glad. If not, okay. I just wanted to get my thoughts out. And if you guys do like this, please let me know. I'm happy to make some more. I've got a lot to get out my head. If again it resonates. Cool.